clap around it.
We're here at EAA AirInsight Launchcast with Amanda Simpson, Vice President of Research and Technology for Airbus Americas. Thanks for being with us.
Oh, always a pleasure.
Sustainability is sort of the buzzword of the industry right now. And last week there were a couple of big announcements from Airbus on sustainability. Can you walk us through what's happening here in North America with sustainability at Airbus?
Oh, it's my pleasure. I mean, it's sustainability has been an important focus of Airbus for literally decades. And the aircraft we're producing today are halfway to our goal of the reducing emissions to net zero by 2050. So we're already on that way. But it's wonderful that the rest of the industry is kind of catching up, and sustainability is that huge focus. It goes in line with our purpose, right? With the purpose that we've stated, 10 very important words, that we pioneer sustainable aerospace for a safe and united world. Airbus has always been an innovator. Pioneering technology is key to what we do. Sustainability right up front, and really important about that it's safe, and we're bringing people together, right? We're uniting the planet, and that's what we do. We're really excited about that. So, a lot of things coming out of Farnborough last week. Some very exciting things that we've been working on for quite some time that are going on here, right in the U.S. One of the ones that I think is getting a lot of attention is our Blue Condor project. Blue Condor is going to take a pair of gliders that have small jet engines on them. One of those engines burns kerosene. The other aircraft will burn hydrogen. And it'll be a one-to-one comparison on the emissions that come out of those engines at altitude. It's an opportunity to study contrail formation, and we're doing all that right here in the U.S. this year. So again, help us, these things help us understand our impacts on the environment, so that as we move forward, we're making the right choices on what technologies to pursue, what products we're going to be introducing in the future. So really excited about the Blue Condor project. Another project we talked about is an alignment, an agreement between Airbus and 7 of our airlines to establish a direct air carbon capture facility here in the U.S. That's going to extract 100 tons of carbon per year and sequester that underground. So actually removing the carbon from the atmosphere. It's a small step, but to get that all moving forward is really, really key. Yeah. I mean, if we're going to get to that net zero goal by 2050, we have to start now. We think about it, 2050 is so far away. It's not far away. It's just around the corner.
And given the lead time for an airplane, you're looking at a 2035 airplane by having those technologies in place by 2025. And then, of course, you need the infrastructure to match it with changing technology.
Yeah, it's all these moving parts, right? You can't have one without the other, right? We can't have an aircraft if the infrastructure isn't there to refuel it. So we're working with the U.S. Department of Energy. We're working with the FAA. We're working with regional entities around the U.S. We're working with airports. We're working with our airline customers to help understand what the needs are going to be and to move that infrastructure forward so that we're ready to support those zero emission aircraft when they come available. And like I said, we are looking at entry into service by the mid-30s. Back that up, and all the time it takes to do a detailed design, build a production system, prototypes, go through certification. 2025 at the latest. So we are running right now to get the technology ready.
It's going to be very busy, particularly with the infrastructure just developed.
Yeah,
at the same time.
Yeah, and the infrastructure is going to come first. We think it's going to come first because while the aircraft will need it once they arrive, it's the right zero emission solution that can be started to apply in the airport ecosystem today. Ground support equipment, the tugs and baggage carts, emergency power, hydrogen for long haul, for the trucks that come to and from the airport, zero emission ground vehicles. All those things are starting to happen now. So by bringing in the hydrogen, which is when you burn hydrogen, whether it's in a fuel cell or in a combustion engine, all you're getting out is water vapor. So it has to be the part of the solution to get to net zero by 2050. And that and sustainable aviation fuels. We're doing a ton on these biofuels, and every aircraft that is coming out of our production facilities have, here in the U.S., have sustainable aviation fuel on board. We've made that commitment to be part of that solution.
Sounds great. It sounds like you're going to be very busy over the next few years.
Well, we're busy now, and we plan to be very, very busy as we go forward.
Thanks for being with us, Amanda.
All right.